This is like the return struggle. Oh, of course it's raining. What do you mean you can only sleep at night? It's not nighttime? No. There's only one thing we can do. Wait for it to be nighttime. Eventually it'll be nighttime. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. What a baby. Alright, well, what do we want to do here? I need to gather things. What up, boy? Wow, you sounded really quiet. Let's fix that.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me talking pretty loud.
Alright, well, that's better. Maybe Robert will get on, maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the fun. Now, I need to keep mining. And I need to bring a couple diamonds with me. Like, I'd say probably 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot
And
you
then I
were
need to
starting
make-
from scratch again.
Well, not necessarily. I got 53 diamonds, 3 stacks of 64 iron, a stack of 60. Dude, I did that in an hour. Like, because I was able to do some things. How many... What do you need for an anvil? 3 iron blocks, and then the rest. Okay. Alright. So... Honestly, I'm just gonna make a couple. One of the games that I wish Pat... Well, I mean, it's not even like you can play co-op with it anyway, but... Maybe soon, what we can do... when co-op gets added into Halo Infinite... me and Robert should play... We should do like a fucking... a legendary run.
I haven't played in a while, so I wouldn't mind just playing again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, even if we just did it on well, you just cut it in a little. Your mic was a little laggy. But even if we just did it on heroic, not even legendary, I wouldn't mind playing the story again, just to like, or just playing the fluid again. It's been a while.
It was laggy because I was literally just joining the game. I don't think it's a permanent thing.
So they're also. Did you hear that they're I kind of have a good feeling about this. Borderlands, they're pretty much abandoning Borderlands 3. Did you hear about that?
No.
So, pretty much they're abandoning Borderlands 3, and they're creating a brand new game. Like, it's a full-fledged game. It's based around Tiny Tina. It's coming out sometime at the end of the year. The character, you know, the girl, Tiny Tina.
Have I played Borderlands? I don't even know, man.
Yeah. Didn't you play Borderlands 3?
Oh yeah, actually.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, Tiny Tina's not so tiny. See, if you'd played Borderlands 2, you'd remember her a little bit better because she was a child and she was a fucking nutcase. She literally had ADHD times 1,000, and she was like the bouncing off the walls child.
Yeah, I remember.
Who create fucking crazy ass shit, come up with crazy
the one
ideas.
With the bunny ears now. Yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yes, the bunny ears. And she had, I think she had like So in Borderlands 3, she's like older. She's like a teenager because it's been like 5 years. So, but they're making a whole game based off of her and some shit. I don't know. What the fuck is it called? We'll call it Borderlands Tiny. What is it? Tiny. It's literally just called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Is an upcoming action role-playing first-person shooter game developed by Gearbox. It's a spin-off of a Borderlands series and its successor to Borderlands 2, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. And what that and this is where it gets confusing, because if I think it says it comes out March 25th. Is that true? I don't know. So it's coming out March 25th. But, okay. Well, either way. Basically, also at some point include your audio. But if that's the case, because in the...
already did.
I'll
turn it off and turn it on.
No, I didn't... No, don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't know you did. I was just making sure you did. Hold on. Well... talk a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
You don't have to count like 20.
I was gonna see how far I could get before you got mad. Oh man.
Yeah, and then now I'm at the part where it's dead silent. I'm waiting for you.
Dude.
Oh, there we go. Now I hear you counting.
Oh. That much lag?
No. Yeah, well, it's like a 20-second delay.
Oh, wow.
So, if it goes off of that dude, like that like if it goes right after that, because what ends up happening in that campaign is basically the Assault on Dragon's Keep. Like at the very end of the game, after you beat the whole story, you basically have the ability to unlock a special area where you fight the raid boss, which is 4 dragons, And the whole goal, like me, Matt, and like a bunch of people, like the whole challenge that we had for ourselves was to solo it, and the only way you could solo it was like you had to kill the dragons in a very specific order, because one of them would always heal all the dragons, one of them would level them up and revive dragons, one of them would like make them invincible, and then the other one would like do like this weird fire thing, and then they all had like some of them had 2 abilities, but basically if you didn't kill the dragons in a specific order, there was no way you were going to be able to do it by yourself. Me, Matt, and like fucking a couple other people, we were able to kill them like as a group easily. You just had to because they were raid bosses, but they're all dragons and they all like do their own thing. They fucking attack you with their own fucking shit. So I just don't know if the game is gonna follow right after that story, because at the end of that story you basically like dude, I have to play that fucking mission and that story, but I think the whole purpose was them trying to awaken the ancient dragons of destruction, and at the end of it you can actually fight them, but someone's trying to awaken their power and you're trying to stop the person doing it. There's another part in this game where you can like, I remember that because in Borderlands 2, every DLC had like its own little like fucking thing. This one I think had a little area where you can fight a bunch of ogres, and you had to like, if you grinded past a specific point, you were guaranteed like a very specific, unique legendary in the game, but it took forever to do and it was extremely difficult. And it was part of the same DLC. You literally had to go through like these 5 waves and 5 rounds. So every round had like 5 waves, and me and Matt got to like wave 5, like the last round, the second wave of enemies, and what ends up happening is like the enemies become like 4 to 5 levels ahead of you, and you just can't do any damage to them, and you just get overpowered, and you don't get the gun. It's pretty dumb, but it can be done, but it's just like, this is all on Borderlands 2. Borderlands 3 didn't have any of this shit. Like, it just isn't that great. all there is in Borderlands 3 is you fight those stupid vault bosses, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You don't do anything else. Like, there's no, like, if you go to a specific area in, you know, in Borderlands 2, there's like 2 specific areas where you can farm trying to spawn the rarest boss, because there's only one rare boss in the game that you have to spawn, and it's Vermiferous. Remember if the Varkids, the Varkids in Borderlands,
Yeah.
they would like spawn. So basically, they would, they get all the way up to Ultimate Badass, like that's like the highest rank. Well, there's a 0.26% chance, or like a 1% chance or some shit, that Ultimate Badass Varkid evolves into Vermiferous, which is the raid boss. He's a raid boss, and the only way there's 2 ways you can kill him, basically, by actually fighting him head on, or you don't go to Caustic Caverns. You go to this place called you have to go to like there's an area where there's a big train.
Dude, I don't know how you remember any of this.
I remember this. I forgot what it's fucking called, dude. There's something Express, and basically what ends up happening is like there's this like fucking farmhouse and a bunch of open land and a big train that comes by every 5 minutes. And what ends up happening is if you get Vermiferous to spawn, the whole goal is to get hit by the train, because the train is an insta-kill and instantly kills anything, no matter what it is. You, enemies, unless it's like a enemy that doesn't have like a collision, or they can't die because of, story protection or some shit. But, oh yeah, dude. I remember all this shit.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, but that's what made the game fun. That's the thing. Like, I remember this because it was fun. I'm not even, dude. I haven't even gotten to the point where I've talked about not Terramorphous. Fuck, what's it called? Oh my god. Digistruct Peak. Yeah, the raid against Digistruct Peak. So, dude, that's even, there was like a free update. That was even more crazy, dude. Like, that's the kind of shit that they need in Borderlands 3. Like, Digistruct Peak was like a progressively in difficulty increasing, you didn't fight a raid boss at the end. It was almost like you were, like a survival mode. You would slowly fight increasingly more difficult enemies, and the loot would get better and better. Every time you complete it, it would get harder and harder. You would unlock harder difficulties to a point where eventually you would run through the entire Digistruct Peak course and fight like a bunch of things that would get you like secret, like these sky blue guns. They were called like they were higher than legendaries, but they were basically legendaries with a twist, and they were better, but they also weren't. Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, name one thing about Borderlands 3 that you remember, because you can't.
Dude, I can't.
What
is wrong with you? How do you remember that?
Dude, because me and Matt played the fucking shit out of that game, dude.
Dude, I played like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, it's been so long.
Dude, Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite games, because it was the perfect balance of, I mean, again, not all raid bosses were created equal. There's a raid boss in the game who has 8 trillion HP, and the most amount of damage that you can do at a time is like 1 million if you do it correctly. Hit criticals, maybe. Like I would use like these guns called the Unkept Heralds, and they would shoot 9 bullets at a time, basically, and I would dual wield them, so 18 bullets hitting for 256k. So it's like, fucking 2 million almost, or maybe 4. The amount of 4 million divided by fucking 8 trillion, it's whatever.
Yeah.
or 8 trillion divided by 4 million. It's the amount of percentage of health that you hit, and that's saying all the shots connect, because some raid bosses are invincible, and some raid bosses, me and like we cheated them. There was a raid boss where you can glitch out on underneath the map, and the the character model for the raid boss sticks underneath the ground because he's so massive, and you fight him in this tiny arena. So there's a couple areas where his hitboxes actually go underneath the ground, and if you glitch out underneath him, you can eventually kill him. It takes literally 20 minutes because you're not hitting any critical points.
What kind of?
You're hitting like.
What color armor was he wearing?
He wasn't like an armor. It was like a It was you know those badass Varkids, the ones that look like giant fucking beetles. Not the flying ones, the beetle ones. Yeah, those. It was like a giant beetle one, and it was like mutated.
As a joke, I said that because I was trying to test your memory, and I'm just astonished.
Oh, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, it's one of those Varkids. It's the creepy crawlers, the orange things that crawl around.
Okay.
Once they evolve past the badass stage, they turn green. It basically was a bigger version of that. I think, and it did like special things, but it was pretty much a bigger version of that, and it was just dumb.
Dude, you should just quit and be like a video game historian. Like, this is amazing.
No, because some of my
skill.
details are foggy, and it only works for games that I like, dude. Because I couldn't talk about any other game. Where's Robert?
I'm gonna be back. I need to grab my tea. I made some tea. Chamomile tea.
Made some tea. I might have to take out my contacts
Okay.
a little bit. I might be gone when you're back. Who knows? Oh, of course.
I'm back.
Uh-huh.
I feel like recently my contacts have been bothering me a lot more, and it's really annoying.
Yo, when I wake up, I'm sorry, that's not good. But you wanna know what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna post on my Instagram and Snapchat story, me blasting Mask Off in the on the car.
Okay. Because at work you don't have to wear a mask tomorrow?
I don't know. Or I'm not at work. I don't care about work, dude. Because work, I barely wear it anymore.
I
Nobody really cares.
I just leave it like on my chin, and then when someone comes up, I just put it on. It's mine, dude. I bought some like crappy Chinese ones that are they smell so bad, and I almost feel like there's like some chemicals in it. Like it's really making me question what is in this stuff, and it just smells really bad.
Bitch at Robert.
What?
I'm a bitch at Robert.
Nice.
Robert! Let's go. And then... Alright.
Yeah, when I went to church today, basically everybody was like, "Yeah, we're not wearing masks anymore."
I gave him an extra hour. He got an extra hour to do all his shit.
How do I grow beets again?
I need sugar cane. So I need... I'm gonna go farm some of your shit, Patrick.
Oh no, well, sugarcane, yes. Okay, I'm in the middle of doing other stuff too. I already did all the wheat just now.
Oh, you did? Oh, you bitch.
Well, you can have some of it. One sec, I'm gonna put it in the
Well, I would want
I needed
some of this.
food.
I want some of this. I want some of... Oh, you did. I wanted some of the seeds.
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna
go
breed.
ahead. Okay, I'm putting it in there right now.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
going around so I can go. Grabbing the sugar cane, boy.
It's literally
It's
literally in the chest that's right next to the door as you walk into the main place. Know what I mean?
The what?
There's a chest that's around where all the wheat is at. I put it in there.
One of the things that I gotta think about is, what the fuck? Get that out of here. We need I want to plan something. So we gotta go out and get trash. I mean, I want to wait like a little, like I kind of want to wait just a couple more weeks when it gets warmer. Do you know?
I have my finals for school that I have to do next weekend, so let's just not do it next weekend.
Let's just keep finals. Well, I was trying to figure out if we can go out the weekend of my birthday. Potentially that's Saturday night. But what's gonna be difficult about that is Jess has her spring musical thing, and I don't know what time it is. So I would have to plan that whole thing and figure that out.
You said this Saturday?
So, no, the weekend of my birthday she has this.
When is your birthday again?
The 18th. The day before, the day after St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, okay. I remember that now.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear my green suit this year because I'm actually going to fit in whatever I'm wearing, which is gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Because I didn't actually fit in it before, and now I will.
Nice.
But the other thing is, damn it. There we go. I'm hoping, because I got 45 days before I have to actually post like before and after pictures. So I have to do I'm gonna do like a 45-day aggressive cut starting March 1st, or starting tomorrow. But it's like not super duper aggressive. Like I'm gonna be cutting calories and doing excess cardio. Like my cardio is gonna double. Because it has to. I just have to force myself to get up tomorrow. I don't have to be at work until 9, so I have to make sure I'm back at the house by 8, before 8:30. So, we'll see. I'm gonna take a... I gotta rest. I'm driving 5 hours to St. Louis tomorrow morning. Boy, 20 minutes.
Wait. Wait, why again? Sorry.
He's driving to St. Louis.
Who?
And I said, Robert.
Oh, Robert. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I thought for a second you were. I was so confused.
No, I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why would he drive that to work?
No, what do you mean? Why would he drive that? It's
Just
not
to
really
claim-
good. To St. Louis? Really?
I guess.
You got a company car. You ain't paying for it. I
Quite
don't know.
the
5 hours.
drive.
of just
I guess for
Eh.
me it would be like debatable
Eh.
whether I'd do
Eh.
that.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like the worst, but
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't drive it. I'm not a big fan of driving long distances. I get fucking bored.
Yeah.
Dane, on the other hand, Dane Vision Smith. Oh my god, that fucking guy. He could drive forever.
Of course I start exploring when it's night out. What is wrong with Ow.
I'm trying to convince Robert to get on for 20 minutes. All goes according to plan, Patrick. Oh, wait.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. If all goes according to plan, if these hours pretty much stay consistent where they keep asking me to stay and I could stay like Monday through Thursday, or at least like if I stay Tuesday through Thursday or some shit like that. Because I work like, I mean, I'll see what I get paid this week, but as long as I work 37 to 40 hours, I'll be fine. And then I can always work more too. Because they're always... I just can't make it like super like... I have to make sure I'm not fucking overdoing it. And I never will stay on Fridays. What is all this shit that you got? I don't know. I'm looking at some of it. At some point, I need to get into the mystic mines and start. Hold on, I gotta take this fucking thing off. Where the hell did you go, Pat? I think you're way off the
Very
map.
far.
Apparently.
I am on a mission for cocoa seeds.
Cocoa seeds.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm on a mission to fucking not die. When are you gonna create? I need to start. Not only do I need to keep finishing building this tower, but I need to build my house into something that's not a piece of shit.
Oh no.
I wanna fight. Bring it on! Trying to like get everything like organized in a matter, but alright. I'm going to attempt to find more stuff. Where should I go? Did you find your cocoa beans or
No.
whatever? Womp. Maybe you
Very
gotta go,
sad.
like, north. Like I said, maybe you gotta go, like, north or some shit.
No, I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna see if I can find a new biome or something. Or anything.
Well, again,
Found
your
it.
best bet, too, is every time you, like... You just make a map when you get to off the map. That way you always have
I
maps.
haven't done that yet. Should do that.
It's hard to do because it's like you have to keep track of like this is the hub, and then if you make a map of the northern region past
Oh,
like, you know,
I just
everything.
found a rainforest. I think.
I don't know where I'm going because I gotta find all my materials on the ground. I need diamond, iron.
I just found a llama.
What?
Found a llama. I found a llama.
You found a llama. I found an emerald.
I didn't know llamas existed in this game. Apparently they do. I'm gonna go kill it.
You're gonna go what?
I'm gonna go kill it.
That's terrible. It's so bad.
It's I'm afraid I didn't bring enough food for this journey. I didn't think I was gonna have an issue trying to
Pat's like,
find stuff.
Pat's like, Pat's like, oh, well, that's not my problem. I'm just trying to find a new area, so I'm just gonna dig. Okay, maybe not over there.
That's weird. Found something really weird. Looks like an old ship. Send it. Send a picture. This is weird.
Oh, another emerald.
Is there anything under? Oh, there is something here. There's gold in this ship. I found an almost completed portal in the middle of nowhere.
And usually that takes you to somewhere in the nether that's decent. But, like, I don't know where it's gonna lead you.
But it's not, the portal isn't active. Well,
Yeah, if you complete it.
There we go, I got some obsidian.
I mean, you don't have to complete it if you don't want to. I mean, that's up to you. Oh, more emerald.
No, I forgot how to even complete one. Wait, I just need the obsidian around, and then don't I light it with a light?
Flint and steel. But, I mean, I guess that's what you want to call it.
There's this weird rock that has purple in it. I don't know if this is screwing me up. Found crying obsidian. That is weird. Let's see what. Yeah. Got the portal open.
You're gonna go.
But can I go through with my horse? You know what?
Not with the horse. I don't think you can.
All right. I'm gonna have to put my horse in a hole.
Try not to die.
I'm gonna go through and just see what I see. I don't have that much important stuff on me. Alright, horsey, you're going in this hole. There you go. This is a nice hole. See? Horse better be here when I get back. Oh, that's cool. Alright, through the portal I go. This is an adventure.
much of my shit back.
There's a tunnel. This is weird. There's torches everywhere.
Again, we might have been in this. Yeah, there might be an area. We've covered a lot of the nether, dude.
Yeah, so it just sent me to a portion of the nether we've been to already. That's fine. Hopefully when I actually go through this portal, I go back to where I was at.
Well, you're gonna find out, aren't you?
I could get another horse, so. And my horse is gone.
Womp womp womp.
Alright. I'm actually closer
He said,
back home though. Oh wow, I'm very close.
he said, fuck you.
Well, if I go through the portal again, if I do it multiple times, will I hit the other portal at some point?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know how portals work.
You're activating more portals. I don't think you should be. Maybe you should just deactivate that portal because you might be fucking up the other portal that we have.
No, the portal we have, it keeps sending me back to the one we have. Dude, that other portal I opened? No way I'm ever gonna figure out where that thing was at.
Good job.
It keeps sending me to our portal, the one close to our place. Yeah, my horse is gone. It's fine. This brings me back pretty close. It's okay. Oh yeah, this is the one right next to our place. Alright. Oh well. I got more horse armor. Before I got onto Xbox, I was watching this guy that does these videos where he can talk like a girl, like very, very well. He dresses up as one on Omegle, and he starts messing with people. I sent you one of the videos. I sent on like 10. They're so funny. You could check out his page, but literally, like, dude, I was like, I was just crying. Dude, I was crying for half an hour. It was so funny. Because he could do a girl's voice so well, and then people's reactions, they just, like, freak out.
Fucking A. I feel like you sent me one of them. I'll have to watch it.
There was one that was hilarious, because there was a video where this guy was pranking another person, and he figured out that that other person was also a guy dressed up as a girl, and they were just
Oh my
bursting
god.
out laughing.
I'm trying to get to the other side of this fucking... Dude, there's like a sea of lava right next to me.
Oh. And it just bruised my lip trying to eat an apple.
How
Ow.
do you... Wow.
I just smacked the apple into my lips so hard. Wow, my
Way
lips
to
numb.
go.
Great. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with a purple lip. You know what?
Yeah, you are.
Tomorrow's gonna be another mass day.
Is it really?
Uh, I don't know. Hopefully my
Wow.
lip doesn't swell up. Wow.
Fucking
Dude, that was as if I
bitch.
took a bat to my face. Oh my.
Wow. I'm just like on autopilot right now, just mining.
Yeah, I'm looking at the ruble.
You looking at the what?
The Russian ruble currency.
Oh,
It's
Is it-
yeah.
is it tanking?
Yeah.
And then
Well,
Anonymous hacked. And then I like how Anonymous hacked Russia.
well, I was reading because I'm looking at I don't have access to what the ruble market is right now, but I can see what it was Friday, but apparently it's right now it's down lost half its value. It's down 50%. So if literally if someone in Russia wanted to buy an Xbox, they would have to pay twice as much for it. Like that's like ridiculous. Like imagine
Get
just like
fucked.
within like a few months, you're like, oh, the price of an Xbox went from $400 to 800.
Yeah, fuck that.
But I overheard, I don't know if this is true, because apparently the Russian stock market isn't opening up tomorrow. And I overheard that it was apparently because Anonymous hacked that stock market.
They
It's-
did something.
Yeah, it's,
Dude, they're just like, what? They're not having it. They're like, you're fucking with peace, Putin. They don't give a fuck.
they,
They don't give a fuck.
because Russia is currently, I think it's morning, Monday, and I think the banks are about to open in Russia. And actually, let's see, what time is it in Moscow? It's 7 a.m. So Russian banks are probably going to open in like an hour or 2 hours. And I read that they're afraid that there's going to be a run on the banks because people are starting to freak out, and they're gonna start lining up at the banks to take that money out. Just a
Yep.
classic run on
It's
the
gonna
banks.
happen.
And
Yep. It's gonna
apparently,
happen.
like all the banks, a lot of the banks in Russia apparently have a minimum, sorry, they have a maximum withdrawal amount. And I was reading that some of the maximum withdrawal amounts was equivalent to $20. Well,
Oh,
we'll see what what that is in a few hours because apparently the ruble keeps crashing. But
good.
but it's
Dude,
like
that's what they get. You know what? This is all Putin's fault. He can suffer the consequences
bad.
because because you know what the thing is? It's that okay, you don't want to fight, we don't want to go to war, but we're just gonna tank your economy. What are you gonna fucking do?
We-
You're gonna.
we basically
What are you
nuked
gonna?
them. We literally nuked
Yeah.
them. Like this is literally equivalent to a nuke. Like I don't know, like I don't know how you can compare a normal nuke to something like this, but this is literally a nuke. I read, so actually no, not read. I watch these guys on YouTube where one of them is the guy that invented damn it. He invented a brokerage firm, and now he opened up another one called Tasty Trade, and I watch them every Sunday. They do like their Sunday podcast. And the guy was saying, he's like, and this is like one of the best traders. Like he knows everything about the economy and stuff. Since I mean he's got literally 2 trading companies, one that he sold, and he was like, man, like the stuff that's happening right now, it's hard to just like reverse it immediately. Like he said it's gonna literally take. I mean, if you were just to like, let's say if Putin all of a sudden like backed out and everything, their economy is still gonna get like hit really hard. Like the value of the ruble is not gonna go back up instantaneously. Like he said that literally, well, like within the last 2 days of what's happened, they're screwed for. He said basically at least a year or more. Like they're hit, and there's nothing they can do about it at this point. He was trying to say that it's like irreversible, basically.
Good.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Because people in Russia are gonna start rioting and they're just gonna start protesting. They don't want this. This isn't what they want. It's not even
Yeah.
like, it's like, it's not even like a Germany situation that the fucking Germans wanted the fucking unification because Germany was in shambles. There was nothing wrong going on in Russia except Putin's a fucking
Yeah.
crazy person. He's just lost it.
And
That's
like,
it.
and like,
There's
yeah,
nothing-
in this
that's-
podcast, they're like, we don't even, like, we kind of understand why he's doing it, but at the same time, we have literally no idea why he's doing this. Like, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like, he can't even basically explain why he's doing it, other than like, oh, Ukraine was apparently set up by Lenin as a puppet state, but it's been a country for like the longest time. Like it's
Yeah,
done.
it's been a country
It's
for like
gone.
what, 30. It's been
not
independent
yours
for like 30
anymore.
years.
Yeah,
It's been independent for 30 years, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
yeah. It's like people there do not want you. Like it's over with. And like the podcast I was watching was talking about how like that they think that Russia might be mad at Ukraine because of how well their economy has been doing, because their economy has been apparently doing extremely well compared to Russia. And the guy was saying that he thinks that Putin might be really pissed off about that because like Ukraine is a democracy, and I don't know. He was basically saying, oh, another thing is like, did you know that Russia's GDP, gross domestic product, is literally the same size of Texas? Like literally
That's
all
it.
of Russia is like Texas. Like it's hilarious. Yeah. Like it is
That's
so small compared to the rest of the world. He's like this economy is like he's like companies like we don't even care about it. Literally Shell like owns like I think 20% of like a company in Russia. They just literally just this was a couple hours ago. They said they're like, we don't want it anymore. They completely gave up all the ownership they had in that company. They're like, yeah, we're gone.
Jesus Christ.
Like it's Russia is so insignificant. Literally, Shell was just like, we don't want it anymore. So, like, we just lost all our
That's
money on
pretty
this
funny.
investment. Shell will probably be fine, but it was same with like Intel and everything. They're like, yeah, we're just not. And AMD are like, yeah, we're not selling chips to Russia anymore. Yeah. They're gonna have the craziest
Dude.
chip shortage, dude. And I was telling my dad, I'm like, well, if they stop selling chips to Russia, then there's more chips for everybody else. That's kind of how I think of it. As long as
Yep.
as long as it's not like something like China buys the chips and then sells it to Russia, but then I'm guessing it'll probably cost more. But I was like, well, they could take those chips and just send it to the U.S. instead of give it to Russia at all. Like, Intel should just sell all their chips to the U.S. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Because this is a losing battle for Putin, I believe. No matter what, he's already lost. Like,
He's
because
Everybody hates him. Literally the whole
yeah,
entire world. Like literally the dude. And you know what the funny thing is? Is like this guy in the podcast. He was like, yeah, usually China has Russia's back, but China has been completely silent. They're like, you know what? Yeah, we don't have anything to do with this, and they're completely staying out of it, and
dude, because
they
China,
probably will stay out of it.
China's smart. Dude, China doesn't fucking, dude. It doesn't benefit you as a big country, a superpower. I mean, Russia's not really a superpower, but it's like they're still. I mean, again, decently sized country. They have an impact on the world, in a way. But why would you, China, like, if you support Russia, well then guess what ends up happening? Then everybody else is just gonna restrict trade on you and all that other shit. Like, what good does it do for you? It doesn't do you any good.
Yeah. There was my dad was watching a video of this Ukrainian man with a farm. There was a blown up Russian tank. No, it wasn't blown up. It was just like slightly damaged. And this guy is trying to pull it with a tractor, and they're just like
What?
laughing their ass off that the tractor is not able to pull it enough. I don't know. There were just these funny Ukrainians that were trying to pull a Russian tank with their tractor on their farm. and then
Dude, like, I
and then
feel
and,
like,
and then my dad was playing the video, and we're trying to listen to it because I can kind of understand Ukrainian and Russian. And then we actually heard what they were saying. They're like they were basically like, this is completely fucked up. He's like, there's no way we could pull this shit. It was so funny. Russian is like similar enough where like if I listen to it slow enough and try as hard as I can kind of understand it. I should learn Russian. It probably wouldn't be that hard for me to kind of try to learn it. I could probably learn the words. It might trip me up though, because like there's some words that are so similar, but you just say them different, in like a different way, like only slightly differently. I should learn some
oh,
other language. Actually, I should learn Polish. Be better at that instead of sucking.
what?
Well, I suck at Polish sometimes. Like I can listen and hear and understand, but my grammar kind of sucks.
Wow.
Like, dude, the grammar in Polish is like really hard. I mean, it is like, you know what? I'm gonna send you. I found some memes about Polish. Polish grammar. Polish grammar meme. Like, I remember seeing like a photo and it's like, oh, like if you said this word in English, it's just like a couple things, and in English, oh yeah, there we go. This is a funny one. There we go. Basically something like this. It's just like, come on, man. I just sent it to the Snapchat gaming thing. And this meme is actually correct. Like, I went through the words. Like, there's so many ways of saying something. Like, in this meme, it's two. Dude, that is literally accurate. Like, depending
That's
on...
fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know.
There's too many ways to say two or second.
It's so bad. It's hilarious. Oh man. Here's another one.
You can have a whole test on how many ways to say the way two.
Dude, this is literally my my Polish grammar class. And it was like you have to write out all the different ways. It was like, come on. That's funny. There's another one. Oh my god, there's so many.
I'm trying to find more diamonds.
Actually, I just found one. This this image explains what I mean by like Polish being similar to other Slovakian languages. It's like similar, but it's not the same thing. Alright, I'm done with that. Oh, I'm gonna eat my apple. Oh, it's already 10:20. Great.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. Droga.
Yeah, it's droga.
Yeah, road or drugs. Wow. Sounds like a good time if you ask me. Hey, you want some droga?
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah. Oh well.
When did you say you were having a fucking
Apple.
your house party? No.
I'm having a house party?
Didn't you say there was a like you were doing that? You were having a party, not a house party, but you were all fucking get together or something.
Oh. Yeah, maybe I was saying that. I know Robert was going to.
I know Robert was going to, but I thought you said you were going to too. Or maybe I imagined that. I thought both of you were going to.
I could.
I thought you said there was a weekend that you already said that.
Oh, for my birthday.
We talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
That's what I thought. Like I because you said it at the.
I think I said that for
bar.
my birthday.
And then Robert said like, oh yeah, we gotta do something too. And then he said he was gonna do something, and I was like, oh, so we're gonna get wasted twice.
Yeah, it would be what I say? I think I said April 2nd. That's the Saturday before my birthday. My birthday's April 4th. Oh yeah, it is the 2nd. Okay, and I remember now. I remember saying it April 2nd. Yeah, we can do it.
I need to get like Everclear, but not the actual Everclear. I'll get like the 75% Everclear. So when you like do it, when you mix it with like shots and stuff, it doesn't taste as bad, you know? 'Cause you know how like one of my shots I made it with like Everclear?
Yes.
Well, I want to do the same thing. I want to have the ability to make those shots or like make that shit. But I want to shit. I want the weaker Everclear, like the 75%, so it's not as abrasive, so it doesn't like fucking just pure burning. Gotta look up things I should bring to make specific drinks.
My dad will probably be here. But he could just chill in his room.
I found the diamonds right away and then rip.
I posted something on Facebook and Instagram, and then I deleted it half an hour later because I wasn't sure people would get mad. But
What did you post?
the Ukrainian army it literally has a crypto account where you could send money to it to help fund them, and I sent like $50, and I posted on Facebook, but I decided to take it off. First of all, I have no idea if that was legal for me to do.
Yeah, who knows? You're gonna find out. CIA comes knocking. Hello, Patrick.
It's
You've conducted illegal acts.
blockchain is anonymous, but the problem is like when you send something through a broker crypto place, like they have that as a record, so they can see which wallet address you sent it to. So all they have to do is look at the wallet address of what you sent, and then maybe kind of figure out who you sent it to. But I'm not too worried.
And then next thing you know, someone from Russia tried to hack your Facebook account. Then you know you're fucked.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know. I got so mad about the Ukraine thing. I was like, I'm gonna send them some money so they can buy a grenade or some shit and stick it up Putin's ass.
Dude, even if like Putin dropped dead, I don't think it would change anything. I really don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like if someone put a bullet in his head, I think they would. Unless there's like a lot of, like a whole like group of people that want to do what Putin does, then they would keep doing it, but I don't know. I think I even read that they had the Miss Universe pageant or whatever. And actually,
Yeah.
funny enough, I was with Luis and Marissa, where we saw one of them, I think like Miss USA or something, on our plane. She had like
Oh,
5 or 6 carry-ons, which I don't even know how that was even allowed. Whatever. And but either way, apparently Miss Ukraine is just joined the army today, apparently. And she was like, she had
oh
pictures
shit.
of her with an AK-47.
Oh shit.
Like that is
Here we
wild.
go. Dude, it's gonna get like, I mean, I've been hearing that Ukraine's actually been doing better, or some shit. They've been
They
fighting
than they
back. I
expected.
don't know.
They've been doing better than they expected. Their army is like apparently like half the size when it comes to personnel compared to Russia's. Russia still has to keep a lot of their army in the rest of Russia, right? They can't just move all of it. So they've got like 250,000 or something, and Ukraine's got like 100,000 or something. But so many people are joining the Ukraine army, and the EU announced today that they're sending weapons to Ukraine. So their army is gonna like escalate like crazy, and like
It's gonna get
Russia.
people get Russia's gonna be like, you are a threat. You are instigating. Da 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 da. It's like, well, no one's helping you. No one wants to help you.
I think they have a lot of attack helicopters. I think their air force might be twice as large as Ukraine's. They have a lot of vehicles, but Ukraine doesn't have a lot of vehicles, but they have half the personnel. So, but the thing is, like, for them, all they need is um, javelins, which the U.S. has sent to them to attack vehicles and airplanes, and just guerrilla warfare, basically, for their defense.
See, we're just gonna help. We're gonna send them shit and just let them do it. You guys
Yeah.
fight it out.
I believe in
And then
World War II, there were civilians that were armed with these small, like, kind of grenade launcher things that were used to take out tanks. I think one of them could take out a tank, or two of them, or something. They handed it out to people, and they would keep it on their shoulder. Like, literally, the people, I feel like all they need, you have your AK-47, um, common parts with all the guns that they have there, and then they need some kind of a rocket. But I know that the U.S. sent them javelins. Because I think Biden sent javelins to them, and even Trump sent javelins to them. So hopefully they have enough javelins. Because that's what they did remember in Afghanistan in the 90s? Well, we were kids. Well, we're not alive. But
yeah,
so you know the history of the Mujahideen in Afghanistan, right?
no.
So
I'm like
Ru-
not a history.
so
Fine.
Russia attacked Afghanistan and wanted to occupy Afghanistan. And what the United States was doing, the CIA was sending javelins to Afghanistan for the Mujahideen, which you could kind of say they were terrorists, but they were trying to fight off Russia. And so the U.S. sent so many javelins to them. And these javelins, dude, they would just like have the guys get taught there on how to shoot it. They would just take out tons and tons and tons of these Russian attack helicopters. Russia has a lot of these attack helicopters. Either way, what I'm saying is they should just. It looks like they're doing it, but they got to do it more. Like just hand out javelins to people in Ukraine. Like it's apparently a fantastic defense weapon that someone could just have on top of a building and shoot an airplane down. I don't think it could shoot down a jet fighter though. That's where I think it won't do that. But I'm pretty sure it could take out a tank also.
Well, Hopefully within the next coming weeks, this shit just ends and we don't have to deal with this. Don't have to hear about it.
Yeah. Putin gets in his little cave at the end.
He just hides and just deals with his life.
Blows
Well,
his
it's just
brains
like,
out.
dude, it's just... Well, it's just like, it doesn't make sense, dude. Like, if... You know what? I think what he was hoping... What he was obviously... And I think this is what he was really hoping for. He was really hoping for China to have his back. But China did not have his back.
Yeah.
China... At first, China, like, made a comment to United States about how, like, we weren't right, but we weren't wrong. Like, we were instigating because we were, like, kept reporting about tensions being high. When the tensions necessarily weren't high, Russia was just kind of just doing whatever, and nobody actually thought anything of it. And then next thing you know, Putin's just like, alright, whatever, fuck it, goodbye. And that was the thing, like, the first thing I saw was China didn't support, but didn't, like, and then now they're just, like, not saying anything. They're just like, nope.
Yeah, they're just gonna ignore it.
They're just gonna be like, fuck this. It's not our thing. But now, like, apparently Taiwan is, like, protesting, you know, because, you know, that's always a thing.
Yes.
I don't know. As long as Putin doesn't, like... Because, like, my biggest worry is, like, if he's just like, well, time to capture another country. Then it's like, oh...
Yeah.
That's why I'm just hoping he just gets stopped at this point.
Well,
It doesn't make a...
He might not have a big enough army to do that. Because all of a sudden
Well,
it's like, what, he's gonna have to use a ton of military for another country?
No, he would just press the button.
Oh no, don't say that. Literally in this
would,
podcast
he's
I was
supposed
watching, they're like, do not, he's like, we cannot say the button word.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to... Like, that's why we don't talk about it. But it's true, because that's... and that's my honest thing. Like, I don't see him... And I'm not saying, like, again, it doesn't... I feel like there's, like, defense mechanisms in play for that. I don't think he can just press the fucking button. I feel like there's a safe code for that, and I feel like somebody would just be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Like, this is stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like without any reason, people are like... Because right now they're talking about it like, oh, the tensions are high. And it's like, no, it's like, we're not going to do anything. Why would we do anything? Like, we're not going to touch anything. You're just trying to make us, like, get worried. Because it doesn't benefit anybody.
It could be like, I don't know, it could be like a Cold War thing where we just send guns to a country.
Potentially. Two point oh.
I know that, see, I'm trying to understand Starlink, because I know that Elon opened up Starlink in Ukraine, but like, I swear you need to buy like this box that actually reads the signal from the satellites. You can't just use your phone. I'll look into this. Because my dad's like, that's so cool. He's like, Elon Musk is allowing Starlink on your Starlink internet. But I'm like, wait one second, I'll look. I'm like, yeah, you need a Starlink router to make it work. That's what I was thinking. Unfortunately, you can't just use It's not like data or like a massive Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, like fucking Putin's just like, oh, get my forces ready on high alert, even though he was never under threat. He's a little bitch boy. Which, like I said, like no one's fucking threatening him. No one's threatening him with nuclear weapons. Like, dude, like you're the only one. You're the one that just you just seem to just want it. I'm telling you, dude.
Well, he should probably watch out for like assassins.
Yeah, because like that's the thing. Because
That only
if he
him.
really thinks it, yeah, because he's probably, I don't know, man.
He's definitely high on the assassination list right now.
Oh yeah, by his own people.
They, they need to get him when he's most vulnerable, which is gonna be when he's
Oh.
taking a poop, when he's between poop 2 and 3. That's the time to do it. A little,
Poop 2 and poop 2 and 3.
yeah, between those two, that's when he's most vulnerable. Put a little baby pipe bomb inside the toilet.
Pat, we'll see what happens when I wake up tomorrow morning.
Oh my. Oh, I didn't tell you. You already know that my boss has been pissing me off, but he did something so dumb on Friday. Well, I was literally astonished. Like, we've been trying to standardize on a certain way to save something. I'll keep it simple so it's not confusing. We're trying to find a way to save a file. Lots of these files that we have. And there's two ways we're doing it right now. And I've told a million times, I'm like, dude, we're like shooting ourselves in the dick. Like, we're saving things so wrong. This is gonna screw us over in the long term. And it's already screwing us over now because we're confusing everybody downstream to us that's using these files that we're creating. And he was like, okay. He's like, I understand. we have to save it in one type of way, so then everybody knows how to find it. Literally after I had this
Okay.
discussion, he had to save one of these files, and I got an email from somebody that said, "Hey, I cannot find this file. Where is it?" So I go and check one of the ways we save the file. Not there. I look the second way as to where the file is. It's not there. And I asked my boss, I'm like, "Where did you save it?" And he's like, "Oh, I started saving it this third different way." And dude, I thought my head was just going to explode just all over my whole entire cube. It's almost as if he's like trying to give me a stroke. Like,
Dude, I'm telling you,
it's
when is your performance review with him?
I think it's in like in a month or maybe in like
Dude,
a
you
few
need to
weeks.
fucking lay, dude, you need to fucking lay down your foot and just be like, I am not doing this shit.
Dude, like
Don't be as he's
I,
being a little
I was
bitch.
I was texting my coworker Friday night, and I'm like, why? I'm like, he is literally the boss. Like, the boss has to make sure everything is done correctly and organized. And he is like literally the opposite. And I'm like, things are getting chaotic. It's getting so bad. I'm like, I have literally no power as to make any change. And it is just incredibly depressing that I have no power. Like I'm just as oh, how did I say it? Oh, I think I told my coworker that basically I'm pretend I'm a 1-year-old child that's strapped in one of those high chairs, right?
Okay.
And I'm completely duct taped to it. And
That's terrible.
my limbs are just flailing, and I'm screaming, and I'm screaming. And I've been screaming for hours. That is literally
That's
me at work. That's literally Patrick at work. Is
Pat,
me
that's not
just
healthy. You need to leave.
I know.
Like that's bad.
I'm
Like
really hoping
I
my
get
boss gets
because
fired.
like I get anxious at work because like my dumbass fucking partner doesn't believe that he believes he's better than he really is. So like he gets like, oh, I don't need any help. I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking this whatever. And it's like, dude, whatever. And he's not as good as he thinks he is.
Mhm.
He doesn't know everything because I'm the one that taught him everything that he knows, and he doesn't actually use everything. He always has to ask me and validate me, or ask for my validation.
Mm.
And it's like, dude, I'm the only one in the room that really knows the information that needs to be.
Yeah. Uh, it's fun.
But again, dude, like that's the thing, man. Like that's the most I deal with it because if the building blows up, then my boss gets all pissed off, and then I gotta deal with it, and I just don't want to. But that's like the most amount of annoyances that I gotta deal with. Like I don't overdo it. I try not to because it doesn't do me any good right now. Well, it's not worth it. But I'm not in a situation like you are at work where I'm like I have a little bit more agency, but you don't have any. Like
You guys,
you don't have
I
any.
feel like your guys' job may be more like standardized and consistent, maybe with the way you work.
It is pretty consistent and pretty standardized as long as you guys,
Yeah.
as long as you follow it, as long as you, there are variables because during the sort, a belt will break down, it'll stop working, false alarm, missing pin, photo eye misalignment, sorter crash, camera tunnel problems, tilt tray malfunctions, belts weighing out. Like you get the picture. Like
Mm.
that shit happens. Like fucking belts weigh out. Like we weigh out a belt like every single day.
What do you mean
One
by
there's
weighing
like
out a belt?
so every single belt, every single section of the belt, has a sensor on the HMI screen that it like the belt when it has too much weight on it, it won't run because
Yes.
it's like a safety precaution.
Yeah.
So on the HMI screen, the belt displays blue and it says VFD. So it's VFD fault, so which means that the belt is most likely it's got too much weight on it, so we got to get some of the weight off and push it, and then you have to jump start the belt sometimes.
VFD, so that's a variable frequency drive. So there's an actual drive running that motor, and that I bet the fault that it actually is command of the drive, because it's not going to be a fault that says that there's too much weight. It's going to be that the current is too high on the motor, because the current's going to spike up, whether it's like a jam or it's too heavy. So that's probably the alarm that's coming up, and they probably translate that to too much weight. But yeah, it makes sense you guys are using VFDs, because then you can change the speed of the belt and stuff like that.
Well, the belt doesn't really change. The speed of the belt kind of like it speeds up in its own way.
They'll set it to a speed.
Well, maintenance will do that because they'll have to jump it. Because
like in my job, I've got one of the products we make. We have VFDs on certain motors, and then the other ones are just run with regular motor starters, which is literally just like a circuit breaker. And it's literally like it's called a contactor. It just turns on and off, and it just gives it full-blown power, and it turns off. It goes full-blown power, and it turns off. VFDs are much smarter.
Well, our problem too is we have motor starter. It's like a motor starter fault where it just doesn't you can just press the reset button, and the motor starter just resets.
Yeah, it's
motor starter reset.
Yeah, there could be overloads on it, so you're gonna hit those overloads when you get jammed and too heavy of product. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, sometimes when the belts just are off for too long, and you reset the fucking control stations, because every certain specific belts have control stations to stop the belt. Yeah, dude, I mean, this place is pretty neat, Pat. I don't know. You could be an IE technician, IE/PE technician, a UPS.
Well, I would be an engineer. I would be above technician. But
well,
okay.
PE, yeah, I don't know how that fucking works.
I don't know.
You could be that guy that fucking walks around the building. He doesn't actually do the he's like I don't know his name. I think he doesn't look like you, but he kind of could. You could be him.
Well,
You'd be the next him.
I could literally just walk around the building and see what's not working right and just fix it.
And tell them and figure out what
I've literally done this at other customers where I'll install whatever my product line that we install. Sometimes I just have spare time. I'll tell the customer and be like, hey, I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's any issues on our old equipment. And I'll just walk around and there's just so much stuff messed up.
Well, see here, I don't know how that would work, because this guy walks around and shit, and you would have to use whatever systems we have to determine what's wrong with them, and then I don't know how you would fix them, because it's not like you can bring in, because you'd be working for UPS doing that instead of working for your company outsourcing the work. So I don't know how that. So I don't know. Again, I'm just putting it in perspective.
I would probably get maintenance to try to fix something, and then if the issue can't get fixed, then I would probably get online with the PLC and actually make changes. But
I'm telling you, dude, this is it. This is how we work together.
It would be pretty cool.
I mean, because I'm telling you some of the problem. I've told you some of the issues before. And I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because our system's old or if it's just because our mechanics aren't known how to fix the issues in a timely manner. Because the thing is that most of our problems, like, I don't know, on our sort, our like maintenance person that like is supposed to be dispatching maintenance people and doing the things and resetting the belts when they have issues or diverting. We call it exercising. And what ends up happening is the belts flash white on the HMI screen, and the pucks divert the flow to a specific area away from that belt. So then eventually the flow will loop around the building. But the whole point of it is to get flow away from the belt that's too heavy or off. So, again, it's pretty neat. It's nothing like the catch. It's nothing like going to fucking Hodgkins and going to catch, but I mean, for what it is, we got a pretty cool system. I've belt tended, I've been in the outbounds, I've unloaded, I've been small sort a little bit. I've pretty much been around the building. I haven't ran an operation in small sort and unload, but I mean,
Yeah. Unfortunately, UPS buys a lot of equipment
shit.
from this sister company of mine. So we're owned by this giant corporation called Durvant, which is like $1 billion worth, and it owns a bunch of companies underneath it, right? Because I'm part of like a bigger company. I'm not. My company name now is Nvidia, and it's owned by Durvant. And horizontal to me is FMH Conveyor, which you guys have like an absolute insane amount of. And they do. I'm pretty sure a lot of your stuff is FMH Conveyor, and then same with like you've got those like the conveyors that extend out into the UPS trucks. That's all FMH.
Yeah.
That's literally made from from the sister company. I mean, if they ever like merged with my company, then I would be working on that. Maybe sometimes I would go to UPS. That'd be kind of cool. But most likely I would go to UPS to install new stuff. So, yeah.
That'd be. I mean, you never know, Pat. You never know.
And yeah, because I remember my boss said that once I'm done with my MBA, that I might be sent to one of the sister companies, and maybe it'll be that one. So I don't know. We'll see. No, I felt. Oh no.
I'm gonna make my way back to the house before I die. I'm trying to get back there before like 11:30. I'm not like 11:15. Alright, I'm gonna climb up. I mean that's the thing, dude. Like, I'm not too like. Again, I only get told what ends up happening, like what ends up getting fixed, because all those like pucks. Those like diverter pucks that I've sent you videos of on the belt. So inside like underneath those pucks and shit and whatnot, there's like these pins, and anytime there's like the pin gets dislodged or there's like FOD blocking it, there's like two different kinds of faults. There's like a missing pin fault 1 and a missing pin fault 2, and then there's like different kinds of meanings. The maintenance have to like put the belt in like a specific bypass mode so they can replace the pin, and then because I don't understand why the belt can't run without one of these pins, because there's so many of them. But dude, it's fucking weird. Like, there's so many random issues. Like, one of them, the camera tunnel, for whatever reason, wasn't scanning any packages. Everything was just getting diverted off the end. So it would get diverted off to, it wouldn't even divert, it would just go down a different slide to a different collector, and it would then go to another singulator to get fucking to a different camera tunnel. But the problem was, and then like the problem was is that if the belt wasn't in like a bypass mode, it wouldn't run at all, because if it wasn't, then um the the belt would just basically shut off, because it would call the fault was called a camera data fault. So it's just like all these random things. It's like,
Okay,
and literally for two weeks straight, they couldn't figure it out. It would happen on a Tuesday, and they couldn't figure out what the fuck it was happening.
so you
They
guys
couldn't figure it out.
do have camera tunnels. So it's a dark tunnel, right? Where there's like a ton of cameras on the inside.
Yeah, and can't mirrors and shit. Yeah, basically.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I had a sales guy show me like this product from Cognex. Cognex also the cameras that are used in the US. And yeah, he showed me this thing, well, just on his iPad or something. It was just like basically a black box. It's like, yeah, you send anything through here and it'll scan it, whatever orientation it is. And it doesn't get affected by lighting from the outside. The one thing that sucks
Well,
is like,
see,
yeah.
with ours, it's like it's a bunch of fucking red lasers, like red lights, and like fucking, well, a bunch of different lights that's looks like they're just scanning the packages using mirrors from all different angles that go, and there's like a computer system like kind of inside of it slightly, not like a computer system, but like a monitor that monitors like all the health of the cameras.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
That makes sense.
I'm getting attacked. Getting attacked. Oh no. So not so yeah, that's like one of the things. Oh man. And like every every dock, every part of the operation has camera tunnels. Like every belt that you unload it on has like a camera tunnel. It's just, dude, there's a lot of camera tunnels in this building.
Yeah. I deal with cameras sometimes. Like the last project, I had to scan a barcode and just make sure that I could read it. Like I wasn't doing anything with the data. Like literally all I did was scan the data. The customer already sends me a barcode, and I'm like, okay, if this barcode matches, it can keep going. And if it doesn't match, it diverts and goes into like a gravity reject. And that's it. I haven't really done anything crazy with barcodes. But it was like a,
Yeah.
it was a way for them to make sure that they weren't sending bad barcodes. Like, because they made paper plates and put them in a box, and they were getting complaints from their customers, the plate companies, that the boxes weren't labeled correctly or they were missing labels. So I basically had this system of just double checking that the label can be read, and that was it.
And if it didn't get read, it would come back with an error.
No, it would. There was a like a T transfer, and it would go left if it was accepted, and if it wasn't accepted, it would go right, and there would be a special accumulation area where people would just take it off of the line and inspect it, or manually put a label on and throw it back on the line. It would just reject it, and then people would inspect it. It would just go into another conveyor. That would be just like a reject conveyor. But it's
Like you mean like a recirculation belt?
no, it's like a dead end conveyor. It
Oh.
just throws
See,
it
that's
to the
what
side.
See, that's what we don't have. All of our belts recirc. Basically, every belt has its own recirc. But the problem is that the more that gets on the recirc belt, the more jams that cause.
Yeah,
And then that's what causes belts to weigh out, and that's what causes VFDs, and that's what causes belts to
you guys.
zero speed, and
That's because you guys are already getting the packages, and a lot of them could get really screwed up barcodes. This is at a customer where literally the label maker is just putting it on, and it's going to be correct 99.5% of the time. So it's like very rare that it gets messed up. It's different for you.
Dude, we get a lot of packages that have to go to a place called DA, which is called Data Acquisition. Well, basically, what all they do is they they oh, they if the package goes to DA, it's gotta get a new label printed and all that shit, or something's wrong with it. They have to figure out why the barcode's not scanning, or why the package is not going there, or maybe it's because like the place, maybe it's because it already got delivered, it got double duplicated, or something like that, or some nonsense.
All right.
So that's like one of the things. I'm almost at the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off because I'm going to die tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I have coffee
Here.
tomorrow, but my eyes are shutting. They're closing right now. I don't even have my eyes open.
Yeah, I would have been at the house already, but I was getting some of that.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna go, dude. I'm gonna go.
I'm almost there.
Are you-
Oh, I'm literally right there, dude. Don't you see me on the map?
Where are you at?
I'm right here.
Oh, you're right there. Okay. Why do I not see
Hey,
your
you
name
can
come
wait,
up?
like-
Oh well.
Well, it's because. Well, it's only because
I don't
I'm
know.
only gonna be on. Like, I'm literally just putting away all this shit.
All right. I gotta go. I need to brush my teeth and stuff. All right. See you later, dude. See
Wow.
ya.
Goodbye.
I mean, I don't want to wait 30 more seconds. I gotta go. All right. Bye bye.
Goodbye.